Hey guys, it's your girl Multimedia 7 here to do another AHS class today. Now this is part 2 on the leap day, leap year video. Now previously we were talking about the woman's proposal, the traditions and superstitions of leap day on leap year, which happens approximately every 4 years to ensure balance, which is a prominent Libra sign. Now, like we were saying in the last video, and this is the new one, the woman's proposal is a day, the leap day of the leap year, which women take the initiative to propose to men. Not only do they take the initiative to propose to men, they also give out penalties. But don't get me started there, but the penalties do not vary. Well, they do. The penalties are given to both women and men. So I guess equality, am I right? So what's her name? So thank Miss, you know what? Forget it. Back to the message. So the men's penalty, like I was saying in the previous video, if a woman on leap day of the leap year comes and proposes to you and says, "Take me," as the bride in the groom or whatever. I don't know how they was doing it back in the day, or how they elaborated this. I don't know if it was they wrote it down. I don't know if it was verbal, but some sort of communication towards the man where, yeah, take me or you getting penalized. The men have to pay for, like I said previously, for a woman's dress or to give them specifically money. This is where I was talking about the evolution of sex work, which Leo and Pisces was heavily aspected at. Because in modern times now, modern day, is that not sex work? You purchase a woman, or you give them nice things, or you purchase a woman in exchange for money. So, is it really a penalty? I guess that's why it's called Bachelor's Day, or it was called Bachelor's Day. Now, in European cultures, men were to buy 12 pair of gloves instead of a dress or give money. I guess that would be equivalent to modern times now, where women are requiring bags, of high quality standards. So the penalty for women at this time was to wear adornments, which were the gloves, as I could only imagine would be to hide embarrassment of having no ring. And I placed that as a Scorpio reference. So how ironic is it that on Bachelor's Day, men paid for dresses or gave money instead of wedding these particular ladies that were asking for marriage in hand, almost what it seems like forcefully, and how it correlates into sex work. Because now it's like, okay, well, if you don't marry me, you gotta give me money, or if you don't marry me, then you gotta buy me nice things. Huh? So, and if the woman gets embarrassed, they just have to wear the nice things around. I guess they would just be walking around the town or city and be like, "Hey, I didn't get a ring, but I got gloves." What? Fun fact: the Middle Ages governed laws in the period of time of European history, from the fall of the Roman Empire in the West, which is in the 5th century, in regards to significant changes, to the fall of Constantinople from 1100 in regards to the placement of the zodiac sign Aquarius to the year 1453. Also, what I found highly significant was that there is actually a world record in the genius? Is it genius? This is something supernatural, I'm telling you guys. There's in the world record book, the world record is for 3 consecutive generations which bore on the same day of leap year. That means not one family was all born on a leap day of a leap year. The next family from that offspring was born on leap year of the leap day of the leap day of the leap year. Excuse my language. I'm paraphrasing, but it's just really wild to me. How do you even pursue that? Do you line the calendars up for ovulation and be like, okay, we're gonna have a leap year baby? Everybody's doing it. So they did it not only in 1 generation, but 3 generations got the world record for being born on a leap day, whole family. So I found that highly interesting. So now it's become something of like a competitive sport now, this leap day, leap year, which has been imprinted into our calendars every other 4 years, which is technically not a real day, but just to ensure balance, Libra placement. Interesting. It just makes you think about how laws are made and how, the world is governed. Now, a superstition, or a few superstitions about the leap day of the leap year, is that Scotland has some sort of superstition for the day called the Unlucky Love Day, compared to Friday the 13th. They compared today to Friday the 13th because they say that it's not good luck to get married on a leap day of a leap year. But what does Scotland have to do with Friday the 13th? Have y'all watched the movie? Think about it. Now, St. Oswald Day is the same day as leap day year. It's a superstitious day, which is the leap day of the leap year, just in a different era. Now, obviously the name derives from the person St. Oswald. His date of birth was in 604 AD Diera. Now, I was like, Diera? Where is that at? His date of death was in August 5th, 642 AD. So now, this is after the death of Christ. He died at the age of 38 years old, which is in regards to communication manifesting abundance. So, I don't want to do conspiracies with y'all, but it seemed like somebody was happy that he died, and that's wild. But I also asked previously, where's this place from? It's in the United Kingdom. Now, this goes back into European culture and things of that nature. So, what's also interesting is that at his date of death, it's also told that he was actually murdered. He was the king of Northumbria and a colt. He had a colt. He was the son of E the Frith of Bersilia and a Cha of Diera. He came to rule after his exile. So they didn't like this man, basically. Basically, this Leo placement man. Oh yeah, he was buried in Barney Abbey, which is, that sounds like, when I hear Abbey, I know it's not the same, but it made me think of Alley, and that's really wild. He got kicked out. He had his own cult. He was king. He had a cult. He got kicked out. I don't know if he got kicked out of the cult. I don't know if he got kicked out of the kingdom, but he made a comeback. Came back after they exiled him. Which is really profound. Now, established in 622 and to 735 in regards to Scorpio in regards to Sagittarius, in regards to occult value, luck, communication manifesting significant changes. This superstition on this day, also another one, origin came from Archbishop of York, a senior bishop in Church of England, also European context, second to Canterbury as well as the Isle of Man. Date of death was in the year 992 in regards to the doubling of gifts and value. And this day was celebrated for not one day but 2 days, the 28th and the 29th. So they party into the 29th, which is a leap day and leap year. I hope you guys learned something. Have a nice day.